Would this kill the Audino? Yes. I don't want to do that then. I want Rufflet to get as many kills as possible. You have Bustle, right? Perfect. Oh, also I should do this. Like I just said I would. Yeah, attack and defense up for 3 turns. Perfect. Is it Kenshin who has the attack up for like 4 turns? Someone has an ability that's like, hey, we're gonna give you the boost for 4 turns, which is ridiculous. Goodbye, Girder. Nobunaga has a move twice ability, and so does Yukimura, the guy with Charizard. I think they're the only 2. I think it's just Nobunaga and Yukimura that have the double move ability. I can't remember. There might be a 3rd person, but I don't recall. Easy dodge. Skillful play. Stop cyberbullying my Rufflet. Oh no. The volcano has grown angry with me. Chat, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. You know what? I'm gonna let Alakazam kill this Staravia, and then Rufflet gets the other 3 kills. Sorry, Riolu. It had to be done. Oh, it's actually gonna live. Perfect. Groudon, Alakazam, Gengar, and Rufflet. One of these things is not like the other. You're right. All of those Pokemon, at least through the use of an item, in the case of Groudon, has 2 types, because Primal Groudon is Fire Ground. And then Rufflet is normal flying, and Gengar is Poison Ghost. But Alakazam, the odd one out, is only Psychic. And it never changes. Oh, that poor bird. This is unfortunate. Alright, yeah, just kill this Staravia. I actually wish he hadn't been hit by the boulder. And then Rufflet will just take care of this thing in 2 hits. Crit! Rip. We'll get him next time, boys. I'm aware that Primal didn't exist at the time of this game. It was a joke. I make those sometimes. Sharpedo and Carvanha are not in this game, no. They sadly did not make the cut. Are there any, like, fish Pokemon in this game? Because, like, Goldeen isn't in the game. Dugong isn't in the game. Are there, like, any, like, straight-up fish water types that are in this game that, like, have to float around the field? Magikarp is in the game, yeah. But Magikarp actually does, like, flop around. So I was mostly thinking of a Pokemon that is, like, known to be, like, its movement animation is swimming, and how they handle that in this game. So I think it's just like Magikarp slash Gyarados. And then there are like no other fishes, I think. Dugong is a mammal. I think you'll find that Dugong is a Pokemon. I'd like to see your cited scientific source on the fact that Dugong is in fact considered a mammal, because I don't think that ever would have come up in a Pokemon game. Wooper is not a fish, but he is in the game. Goldeen is not in the game. Masamune, I would really appreciate it, my dude, if you would just, like, evolve already so I could end this episode. No, not Violite. Dugong, gong, 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 gong. Dugong's name might be the most fun, like, thing to say in Pokemon, as long as you go, like, Dugong, gong, 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 instead of just saying Dugong. Aside from trying to do the same cry that Kricketune does, which we all know by heart as, whoop. Love it. I second dugong being a mammal. I didn't realize that we got to decide what is and is not a mammal by democratic vote. I wasn't aware that's how it worked. Someone informed, like, the science committee, like, hey, we have to get a primary election going to decide what is and is not a mammal. Dugong lays eggs. Every single Pokemon lays eggs. Every Pokemon that has a gender, at least. Yo, we still don't have a platypus Pokemon, do we? Or a dolphin Pokemon. What is Nintendo doing? How do we still not have a platypus or a dolphin? Ghost types absolutely have eggs, 100%. Every Pokemon that is not genderless or a legendary, lays eggs. That's why I was saying, like, Dugong isn't a mammal, it's a Pokemon, because Pokemon is, like, its own category. That's right, you have Life Force. Yeah, with the exception of Manaphy. But Manaphy wishes that it couldn't lay eggs because its child is always 100% a disappointment every single time, without fail. Alright, I want to let Rufflet get all these kills. Well, Alakazam definitely isn't doing anything now. Mine. What kind of juice does Machoke drink? He doesn't have juice. He has like a whey protein shake, 100%. Why did I put my Darmanitan in range of this water gun? Why did I say that like it mattered, as if it was going to do more than 6 damage? It's gonna kill the Wooper? Seriously? What a weak Pokemon. Wonder how Pokemon classification would work. It'd be a major hassle, that's for sure. I'm a little worried about this thing's attack stat now after Guts, but we'll probably be fine. I'll be able to kill it next turn. Weavile, get rid of this thing. Oh my goodness, Weavile, what are you doing? It actually got to sleep, too. What are you? Oh, goodbye. Oh, you've decided to die by Groudon. Honorable, but also foolish. Thank you for not hitting my Rufflet. Ow. How dare you? By the way, chat, I don't think I mentioned it, but I think today is probably going to be like probably a 4-hour stream. I have some work I need to get done tonight because I woke up late today because I stayed up stupid late talking about Naruto Shippuden openings with my friends because we made a top 20, not just Naruto Shippuden, we did a top 20 list of every Naruto opening of the OG and Shippuden, and we also included the Storm 4 opening, Spiral. So we had 30 openings basically, and we ranked our top 20 of them, and then we had to cut 10 out as a result. But we stayed up until like 2 or 3 a.m. last night doing that, so I woke up very late, and now I'm behind on my day. So I didn't want to just do a 3-hour stream because I feel like I wouldn't make enough progress, but I also don't want to do a 5-hour stream. So as a result, we're looking at probably a 4-hour stream today to make some good progress. Yeah, I did send that Igglybuff to the moon. Shippuden Opening 7, which is a world that was transparent, was my 10th place pick. It is a very, very good song, and the animation, I didn't just focus on the song itself, I also put a lot of stock into the animation of the opening, so I took into account both of those things. And Shippuden Opening 7 was my 10th place pick for both the song and the opening animation quality. Sat through the 24-hour Pokemon thing, all they showed were 2 fluffy Ponytas. Yeah, I would go so far as to say you might have been bamboozled by Nintendo on that one. I think we are just going to end Masamune's story after I evolve him and not bother getting perfect links in this episode in the name of making more progress. So I'm not going to bother getting money anymore. Kind of met on all the Naruto and Shippuden openings. That blows me away because me, RTK, Sly, and Michael, we all agreed after we did the list, like, it was so incredibly difficult because Naruto is almost entirely good openings. Like, in original Naruto, like, 5 of them are really good, and then, like, 4 are meh to bad. And then in Shippuden, there were only, like, maybe 4 bad Shippuden openings, and the other 16 are all really good. Like, I am astounded by the sheer quality of how good the openings in Naruto are, consistently. Both from an animation standpoint and an actual music standpoint. Lovers, that's the 9th opening. That one is also very good. Where did I think I had Lovers as my 9th favorite? Or my 8th. It was like my 8th or my 9th favorite, Lovers was. Or maybe it was 11th. It was definitely around number 10. Seems like you're still suffering from the bamboozled pun yesterday. I hate it. I hate my chat. But they all subbed to me, so I can't get rid of them. What link is this thing out? Oh, 57, we're almost done. How are you still not a Braviary? When do you evolve into Braviary? I'm gonna go ahead and kill this Spheal, even though I love Spheal. Next turn. Watch and learn. That's gonna hurt. Ow. I think Rufflet is at the... He's not at max energy, but he's at, like, the little orange arrow, so he's almost max energy. Yeah. That's exactly where he is. But even if he's not max energy, like, 57% and still hasn't evolved, I guess it reflects the real Rufflet really well, because Rufflet has to get to, like, what, level 54 to evolve? It takes forever to evolve this thing in the games. It's one dead round boy. Adrian! Welcome to stream, Adrian. Good to see you, man. How you doing? Why did I bother doing that again? Whatever. Please leave my Weavile alone. Thank you. Perfect. You gonna die to a wing attack from behind? Genius. Goodbye. Eased on it. Easy victory. Alright, you should evolve after one more fight. Victory! Any evolution or anything? No? Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. Because I don't want him to keep taking back castles anymore. I want to win the game in like 3 or 4 months now. And then we'll worry about getting more perfect links in whatever the next episode we do today is. Just make a good chunk of progress instead. Oh, he still went for Pugilist. Okay. How many people? 4. I can win this. Especially in Pugilist. Let's go, boys. Rufflet needs 119 attack to evolve. What on earth is his attack stat at? I'm surprised it isn't that high already. This Staravia is going to be a bit of a problem. I mean, if we lose this, it's not a big deal. I definitely want to save Yukimura's ability for when I know I can get 2 hits back to back. Go ahead and steal this, thank you. Is this what I think it is? The Rhine Time command? The Rhine Time command just pulls from a pool of like 10 or 12 quotes of Rhine from Xenoblade Chronicles that I put together. Really wish you hadn't knocked down my Sceptile there, because I wanted Sceptile to kill you. 3 final Evo starters versus a couple of rando Pokemon. Yep. Oh my word, why does that do so little? Get a burn, please. Thank you. I can't believe I got a burn. You're gonna live that? Really? 19 damage, what the heck? That's fine, all I have to do is kill this Staravia. After I kill this Staravia, I can win this just by holding the point. Really wish you would have died to that. Well, that's fine, I can just Hydro Pump you. Goodbye. Get back up there, Sceptile. I want you to kill this Panpour. Stop taking all the banners. You cowards. That won't help you. You have to hold them for 5 turns, and there's no way you're doing that. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. That's fine. That just means I get to do this. Thanks to the burn, this thing should be easy to kill, so we're good to go. I just got to get Sceptile over here to kill this Panpour. And then the Machoke will be too slow, and I'll win by the 5-turn rule. Hooray for strategy. None of the Gen 2 starters are in here, right? Yes, none of the Gen 2 starters are in the game. Oh my word, that killed in 1. Wow. I'm honestly surprised. What are you doing? Don't hit my Charizard, you coward. I mean, my Charizard can fly, so knocking him down there is kind of pointless. May as well also hit the Machoke, because it should knock it off, I think. Goodbye, Panpour. Yep, alright, we win now. Just gotta grab up all these barriers real quick after I knock you out. And by barriers, I mean banners. And then that Machoke probably won't even be able to kill Charizard because he resists Wake Up Slap. Definitely want to grab these like really fast though because I want the timer to start going. Empoleon was backhanded into another dimension. It's fighting on Steel Ice. It was fighting on Steel Water, but yeah. And now the countdown begins. part of me wants to try and get a burn on you, but the other part of me is like, don't give it guts. We get Conquest 2, I want the Warlords to fight too. I don't know about that. I think it should probably just stick to Pokemon only. Having the Warlords fight kind of doesn't fit with how Pokemon works as a franchise. But maybe. Empoleon is Steel Ice? No, it is not. It's Steel Water. I promise you. Trust me, I know Empoleon. I love Empoleon. It's a Steel Water type. Just trying to let Charizard heal a bit instead of dying. Easy dodge. Like, I was already set for sure, but that dodge just guarantees that we got this. Dodge that. Aw. It's fun. I win. Get absolutely played, you dumb nerd. Victory! I thought that he still got one more turn to attack, but he didn't even get that. Good job, team. Good job. Ina, your sacrifice will be remembered. I'm about to check this Rufflet's attack stat. I'm astounded it still hasn't evolved. You have doubts about how cool it is when people in Pokemon fight together, read Diamond and Pearl manga? I'm not going to do that. It seems kind of pointless to have actual people fight in a universe like Pokemon to me, but, you know, to each their own. It's at 108. He'll probably get 111 after this fight, then. So let's take Aurora. And then probably what's going to happen is I'll end this month. They'll take probably Fontaine. And then I'll take Fontaine with my second team and then take the final area, which will be Ignis, I believe, with my first team. And then we'll be done with this episode in only about an hour, which is pretty good progress. Take this Girder, you stupid idiot. My giant, like, ground fire salamander is gonna knock this wooden pole into you. What are you gonna do about it? Oh my word. Nice. 69. Thought you were a Spectrobes fan, where the trainer fights with the monsters. I am a huge fan of Spectrobes. Spectrobes is not Pokemon. They're two different franchises. Does Pokemon have, like, sick legendary weapons that model after their Pokemon that they use to fight with? No, I don't think it does. Cure Ingret, thank you for following. Hope you enjoy this stream and the future ones you come to. Spectrobes, I missed that Wii game. Have I got some good news for you? In the next, probably about 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be playing that Wii game on the channel, finally. I cannot wait. Yeah, Spectrobes is like a better Astral Chain, yeah. Astral Chain just looks cooler. But Spectrobes is better. Ah, yes. Thank goodness I got that 3 HP back. Best Spectrobes game is Beyond the Portals? No! No, I hard disagree on that. I just got done replaying Beyond the Portals, and I was amazed at how bad it was, because I remembered it more fondly than it actually was. Spectrobes Origins is where it's at. Exactly, Origins are bust. I love Spectrobes as a franchise, and I played all 3, and I played 1 and 2 very recently. But, like, even though I love the series, I would easily argue that Spectrobes 1 and 2 are, like, not very good games. But Spectrobes Origins saves the franchise in terms of playability because it's really good. Sadly, it did not save the franchise in terms of sales, and so it stopped existing. Spectrobes is a game that was done by like a division of Disney or something way back in the day for the DS, and then 2 games for the DS and then 1 for the Wii. And the 2 DS games, it was like you collected these space creatures that were in fossils and revived them and stuff. It was a really good idea, and there were a lot of really sick designs, and the characters were pretty good in Spectrobes as well. But unfortunately, the first and the second Spectrobes games was like, they were not good. They were designed very poorly. The gameplay was bad on the first and the second Spectrobes games. But then Spectrobes Origins came out on the Wii, and its gameplay was a lot of fun and really good, but it was too late because the series was already doomed, which is highly unfortunate. Don't remember the name of any of Spectrobes, but they have some very nice designs. I can remember the names of a couple of them. But it is hard to remember the names just because I haven't played the game in so long. But the designs of Spectrobes are amazing. There are a lot of really, really good ones. They got a couple of duds in there. Like there's... I remember the one Spectrobes that's just like a pair of shoes. That one is bad. Tickle in my throat. But the majority of Spectrobes are really, really good designs. I can't wait to play it on the channel. It's gonna be so much fun. I still don't have Braviary. Masamune has evolved, but I do not have Braviary. What is going on? Skip on to the next month. I wish Spectrobes could make a comeback. But the only way that would happen is, the only way that could happen is if, do I even, you know what, just retreat. What am I trying to say? The only way that could happen is if they, like, if some company decided to buy the rights from Disney, I believe, and then be like, hey, can we make another game out of this? And no one would ever do that because financially it was a bit of a bust. Which is just insanely unfortunate. What is going on with this Rufflet? What is its attack stat at? Is it 112? What does it need? 119? My goodness, Rufflet. Yeah, I've heard people compare it to Fossil Fighters. You best believe I'm about to send, like, only Rufflet over here. Immediately after saying that, I decided that'd be stupid, and I'm also going to send Alakazam just in case. But I'm sending, like, these two, and I'm letting Rufflet get some kills. I don't think I have any Guardian Charms. No stopping me now. What's your new ability, Masamune? I love Masamune's design. One of the best in the game. One-Eyed Dragon increases range of warriors, Pokemon, and adjacent allies for 3 turns. Really? That's kind of lame. Like, range up is always nice, but so many people have abilities that are like range up plus other things, and yours is just range up? It's unfortunate. First 2 Fossil Fighters were okay, but the third one killed the series because it was awful. It sounds like the exact opposite of Spectrobes. The first 2 Spectrobe games were awful, and it killed the franchise, but they tried to bring it back with the third, and the third game was really good, but it was too late. There was no coming back. Yeah, Masamune's ability is kind of bad, actually. Even if it is, I imagine it adds 2 or 3 range, and that is really nice. But the fact that it only affects you and adjacent allies, like if it affected every one of your partners in the match, then it would be a different story. But since it's only adjacent, it's basically just like a better Bustle, and that's not very good. Especially for an evolved Warlord. Didn't you have one for Lapras? The Guardian Charms are like the Evolution Stones. They don't disappear. I don't know, did I? I don't think I did, but I might have. I also, like, I don't think it matters. I'm gonna win anyway. Aw, dang it, you have Thrust. Yeah, just kill you immediately. Nice. Would this kill? Nope. Perfect.